Apocalypse by Yousef Alqamoussi. Marchness. What day it is anymore. I think the president might say nigger today. Last week the government came together to sign a historic $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill. Then bad shit happened, and then it got worse. As of this moment, the World Health Organization is reporting infinity. What are you going to do? Count all the way to 100 million? Every day? Pets die. Hemorrhoids and anal fissures don't happen to us. No. We're naturally lubricated. Call from fuck your mom, you call me again, I'll find you and gang rape your children. Birds! 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 Birds and birds and birds and words and words and nerds and nerds and herds and herds and turds and thirds and curds and poke this book this book this book this book this book this a fucker this a book this book this book this a fucker this a book this book this book this a fucker this a book this a fucker this a book this boo. Sean, a list of book emendations. Ummak, 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 umma. Wake up in the morning thinking about money, kick your feet up. Watch you a comedy, take a shit, and roll some free fall. Free fall. Day, President News, dead, pets, us, call, birds, book, chores. Peek around this corner at those big, beautiful boobs. The air is thick and distant. I will speak frankly to you, my reader. I've arrived at the mouth of the underworld. Proceed at your own risk and will. For you've deduced by now, I'm sure, that I am going mad. Put this down and head for the hills. No? Very well. Onward. Onward! Nothing can go wrong! Was this bridge necessary? No. Why then? Kings Canyon National Park, 8:55 a.m. Nothing can go wrong. I am in a great vein for composing literature, for telling thee of the flows and floats of nature, the wind feeding the fire feeding the earth rocking the water, and the water suckling the life throb. These principles transcend the spite of man. I am in a great vein to speak and sing, but what's to say or chant? What's there to speak of or to be spoken? How shall I fill the violent void of silence? Mind your mind, pilgrim. Track your tracks. Let it all be said by two madmen in the woods. Compose and walk upon the virgin earth. Allow thy thoughts to stream, and speak them as they come to you. Speak among the trees, the wind, the sun, the grass, the leaves. Speak, allow the flow to trek wherever it may go. Invoke, incant the ghost of he who stops and waits for you. Be thou his spirit's instrument, the spirit of his song. Be that which is America, which lies untapped, unsapped, among these blackened Jeffrey pines, this fern, this boulder, branch and bush. Be not unwormed by nature's course. Allow the is to do. Now set to print the analects of wisdom and of age. There's naught to be had but experience, no more to be taken or got. Do and speak, then let it go with the wind. Birth and death abound beside this creek. And as the water does, the bee, the sun, the wind, the rock, the fly, the tree, the soil, the grass, you do, you write and die. My Virgil, Adam, there he spills his wet along the shoulder of that angling hill. I too shall wed my fluids to the earth. My muses are three ladies, faceless, slender, onyx-skinned, whose Doric stance upon the dais, robed in Grecian white, would set the darkest seed ablaze with originative light. And when they sing, I rush to write their fleeting prophecy. An orgy now, it's string up there, it's string, it's string, it's string. I spot the hieroglyphics of time etched across the cleaves of dead stumps. It's natural here to question age itself, for sans a past and future there's no age. Here the self is absent, that deceit birthed only in the cripples of seclusion. But in the infinity of selflessness, the truth of life is this body, and earth itself unto these bugs and viruses, ticks and fleas, is but a loan from the lending hand which made you king of all this land. Among this heap of shattered memories. When I was a child, staying at the Sayyid's, his daughter, she took me out to the shop and bought me a bag of Cheetos chips. And as I munched with much delight, I fancied them the roots and twigs of all those trees on Reuter Street, and I have wondered ever since. Branches do not taste like chips. If anything, they're more like cake. And now I stand before a mammoth rock, amid the tattered branches, bushes, twigs. Here I stop. It rises from within, a thing as large as boulders and as thick. I've carried this around for very long, and now I feel more boundlessly alone than I have ever been before or since. I turn to call for Adam, but he's gone, as he should be. I need to be alone. Alone, without him, I am better off, and either way, he cannot help me here. It rises, large and out, I throw it off. It's big and smooth and hard, it falls from me. Adam notes my absence and returns. I go with him, I leave it there beside the boulder in the woods. I left it there. Oh, Adam, look, my monster's in the woods. Look over there upon that pile of death. Look there upon those seared and mangled trees. Look there upon that Jeffrey pine. Listen for that monster in your heart. Listen for that scared and weeping boy, who after all these years is cowered still beneath the shadows of your gods and imps. She's there, my monster, looming from on high, proud and terrible, old as time, and there he stands, a little boy, a fear unto himself. He stands behind her, shoulders hunched, his penis in a knot. Get off your ass, you gutless fool, and fight this bitch yourself. This Grendel's whore, this queen of cunt, I'll fuck her ass to hell. She stares, I stare, dead eye, dead ass, we square, she heaves and roars. Entrenched, enraged, I dig my feet into the sod and take a firm hold of the hilt and swing the blade with awesome might and drive the wedge into her neck and sever the head. That house of flesh and sin falls to the ground. She writhes and drowns in red. The sword drips blood, I eye her still, the bitch is dead. I start to walk away, but stop and turn to her once more. I must ensure this monster here will haunt me nevermore. Until the end of time, go fly, you little boy, you're free. Yet I don't go, I can't, because that little boy is me. Come forward, Adam. Let us hence. The deed is done. The queen is dead. Let's grab a bite, the in and out, where souls are shimmering from the eyes. Then smoke a gnat, then hit the road. You miss your mother. Call her while I take a piss from atop this cliff and passers-by honk their salutes. Let's talk and laugh and drive beside the night.